Hi, I'm Blake Garrett with DIY Do-It-Yourself Golf Course Lawns. Just wanted to talk about a few things that we're doing over here at this homeowner's lawn today. It's towards the end of May. We've had this spring quite a bit of rain. Still some winter broadleaves hanging around that the homeowner wants sprayed out. So we're just going to talk through some of the tools that we utilize, some of the products to spray effectively to get rid of some of the broadleaves. So we've got a 3-gallon solo backpack sprayer, very basic sprayer, diaphragm pump on it. We've got Trimec, which is a 3-way herbicide with 2,4-D, MCPP, and dicamba with a surfactant that will help get that herbicide inside the plant faster, get a better kill. And then we've got just a little bit of dye, just so we know where we sprayed, where we've been, so we don't overlap or miss anything. So I'm just going to mix our standard spray for broadleaf, which is about 3/4 of an ounce to an ounce per thousand. Biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're not spraying on the warmer days. You get, with Trimec or any particular 3-way herbicide, if it's 80, 85 degrees, you may see a little bit of burn with that. But before I measure up my chemical, I make sure that I've got about 1/4 of a tank to a half a tank, just depending on how much area I'm spraying, before I mix. Got just a little bit too much, but I did make sure that my measuring cup was clean before I poured back into my jug. Measuring out is an important step. You just want to make sure that you get the right amount. Too much can hurt you, and then too little you won't kill the weeds. Just a little bit of surfactant here. Just make sure that on any of these products that you read your labels, follow the directions, make sure you have the proper safety equipment, gloves, and whatnot. With your products like your adjuvants and things, you're going to find that they're not as soluble or as much of a liquid as your herbicides, so you might have to run just a little bit of water in there to make sure you get a little bit agitated before you pour into the tank. You can go ahead and put a little bit more water in there. Just a splash of dye. You don't need a whole lot, just enough that you can see, and once you spray some, you'll get a good feel for how much you need on your application. Just be careful with it. It's stuff is a little bit messy and sometimes hard to get off concrete, clothes, and other things, but it doesn't take a whole lot. And all you got to do is fill up to your line. You can see here on the tank your 1, 2, and 3 gallon marker. Make sure your sprayer is calibrated. This one's calibrated at 1,000 square feet, 1 gallon per 1,000 square feet. So this particular sprayer is going to spray 3,000 square feet. I'm just going to get up to my line there. Once I've gotten up to my line, just like that, put everything back on. You just want to make sure that you get your lid fastened on securely and just agitate it, shake it up. You just want to make sure that you got it into solution, your adjuvant as well as your Trimec or your herbicide, whatever you're spraying. And then you may take it out for just a minute to like a native area or just out of your turf. Maybe kind of spray through just a little bit until you see blue dye, and then you're ready to spray.